Welcome back. About to start the van tour finally. I'm going to go over what the Noovo comes with, what I changed or requested changed or added, what will be coming in 2025, and then also, since I've already moved in, I'll show you maybe a little bit of things that I've done. Um, just to kind of add to maybe to the storage or to the decor or whatever, which I think will be pretty obvious. Like, it didn't come with a clock, right? And you know the clock from the Beyond. But anyway, so yep, I'm going to start with the interior and then the exterior. First things first, it is on a Ram ProMaster. As you can see, I've got the seats turned around. So we are in the dinette. We have a pizza oven up over top. And what I have here, I have the fan on right now, so hopefully it's not too loud. But this is the cover for the fan. It comes with this. It also comes with the window covers, the front window shade, and then there's shades for each, the driver and passenger side. I have them down right now to let in light. Now you see these cushions up here, right here. They actually go to the dinette. The table comes down, and I'll show you right here. You see that bar? You can lower this table to here and actually put those cushions here and have kind of like a lounge area. I think a kid could sleep there, maybe a shorter adult. I don't think you'd want to sleep there all the time, but I think it could be done if you wanted to. Now, one thing I've added, these curtains, I'm trying really hard not to move the camera too much, but I did add these curtains. If you noticed in any of my earlier videos, I had a kind of coral colored one. The rack that it was on, or the track that it was on, kept falling off. So I actually repurposed the bar that I had from the curtains in the Beyond that were in the rear, and found these, and I love them because they actually almost match the fabric that's here behind the window. So it's and they are blackout thermal. You can see they've got a extra layer on them, so they do really well as far as holding out the heat. But that is something that I've added. Now this is my control panel for everything. Here we have the servo, which I can see my water tank level, which right now I'm at 61%, 24 gallons. If I go to menu, now this is kind of the main screen, and right now I am plugged in because it's a little warm today. Which you can see, that's the shore power coming in, and I do have obviously the inverters on. That's what's running because I have the AC, so that's the load that's on the the air conditioner is pulling that load, the AC being 120. My battery's charging. I'm up to 67%, and you can see I am getting a little bit of solar in. There's some shade because the sun's moved, so I am getting just a little bit of solar, and that's what's coming in. And then again, shore power coming in here, power going out here. And this is also, you can see how this is coming in and going into the battery. So it's a pretty cool screen that it shows you really what you've got going on. I really like this. I find it real handy. And then over here, this is the Rixon system screen. So it's currently 85 degrees in here. And I think a lot of that is because where the sensor is, even though I do have the AC running. And it is comfortable in here. But so that is showing you the temperature. Now, if it was cold and I wanted to turn the heat on, if I press this, there we go. So that turns the furnace on there, and then I go here and I tell it what temperature I want it to kick in at. So if it got to 67 degrees in here, the heater would kick on. And we're just going to turn that off for now. And you can adjust that temperature to whatever you want. Because I'm on shore power, I could actually do a mix of furnace and electric, or just do electric. And then if I want hot water, I turn but I don't want heat. I leave the set temp off here and just turn on hot water there. So now the water's going to heat up. And you can see that blue means the water's cold. As it heats up, it'll turn yellow and then red. And once it's red, you know you've got hot water. And it's actually pretty quick. But I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now because we don't really need hot water. Now over here is the control for the awning. Right now it's turned off. If I wanted to extend I actually just brought it in because the breeze kicked up. But I would turn it to on, and then I can do extend or retract. And that puts my awning in or out, and then I just leave it off otherwise. And then over here, this is the awning light. And then this is actually my tank heater for my gray tank. That's the only tank that is outside. So I'm sitting in the passenger seat right now, and I did put it on wide angle just to give you a little bit better view. But you can see again the dinette, and I will show you how that table extends. So I'm going to show you how this table extends. So I can move it here and it'll lock into place for that seat there. Moving around again, it'll lock into place so it's straight across. Or move it again and it locks into place right here. So it kind of gives you a lot of options, you know, if you want to do food prep here, if you want to have, you know, people and play cards, have dinner, whatever you want to do, you've got plenty of space here. And what's really nice about these tables, because they're not lagoon mounts, is that they feel very stable. They're not wobbling around. Lagoon mounts tend to wobble a lot. So in the galley overhead, we have one large cabinet, sink and cooktop, 3 drawers, and a cabinet under the sink. And I'll show you each of those. Now moving on to the sink, it's actually quite a deep sink. And I'll show you here. I do have a little dish drying rack that I store in here, but here, let me show you, bring this over closer. So you can see a pretty good sized sink. And of course, you know, your water. And this does extend out. But something really cool, the Acuva water filter system. So it's a UV water filter system. And when you turn it on, you can see, let's see, I don't have it on all the way. You can see there's a blue light, and that tells you that it's filtering. So I keep a mat on top of my cooktop. That's to prevent anything from falling on it and cracking it. But this is my induction cooktop. It's a single burner induction cooktop. And the countertops are solid surface, which is nice. Light switches, this is for the under cabinet light, and then this is for the overhead lighting. And so if we look at the drawers, so I've got my utensils in the top drawer, and I added a light there, mainly because in the Beyond, I had put lights under the countertop, and so I got used to having light inside of there, so I ended up adding a light. But I just wanted to point out, these are solid wood, and you can see they are dovetail, which is nice. So these are not paper thin cardboard cabinets that are gonna, you know, bottoms are not gonna drop out. And then second cabinet is a little bit deeper, and I can actually get quite a bit of things in there. I have all my pans. I've got 3 pans in there and 1 pot. Oops. And then I'm trying not to shake this too much. Bottom drawer is pretty deep. I actually have my air fryer in there, my coffee maker. I've got an egg cooker in here. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, my hot pot or hot water pot, whatever you call it, electric kettle. So my electric kettle is under there, and then I even have a little small crock pot right down there. So I can get quite a bit of things in here. And here we have the cabinet under the sink, which I also added a light, and I also added these little storage areas for dish soap and plastic or trash bags. And then it does come with the trash can. I'm trying really hard not to make this move too much, but anyway, yes, it comes with the trash can. And I'm able to get quite a few things in here as well. All my cleaning supplies. And now for my favorite, one of my favorite items is this pantry. You can get quite a bit. So I've got all like spices and sauces and things up there, some more here. You know, things for quick meals here, storage bags, coffee, and of course, let's see, can you see it? Yeah. So yeah, I can get quite a bit of items in here. And there's 3 more drawers of storage here. I actually am using these for clothes. If you remember in the Beyond, I had the soft-sided storage behind the driver's seat, so that's kind of what this is taking the place of. And I actually can get a lot in here. Just to give you an idea, if I'm like t-shirts in here, rolled up, of course. And they are soft closed drawers. And then in this drawer I've got, you know, jeans, pajamas, and some other things, socks and things. So I can get a lot of clothes in here. And then of course the bottom drawer is, you know, underwear and things. And this is the fuse panel here. Let me just show it real quick. So if you ever need to change a fuse or anything, that would be right in here, and your breakers are in here as well. And that's the step to get up in the bed. And then back here is access to garage storage. I actually have Misty's box right there. So I usually leave this open so she can get in and then just close it when we're driving. So for tour purposes, I'll close it for now. And here's the bathroom, the shower. Now I have added some things. I added the towel rack. I added a light here, mirror, soap dish, toothbrush holder, toilet paper roll holder, and then shelf back here I also added. It does come with these hooks right here for towels. I have washcloths on them, obviously. Now I opted for the Lavio. It comes standard with the cassette toilet. You know, the kind that have you access the cassette from the outside, so it's like a built-in cassette. Because I opted for the Lavio, I actually have more room. So this is all flat, where with the cassette it's elevated right here. So I take the Lavio out when I'm showering, so it does give me more room. Of course, I have my laundry basket in here as well. But this shower is amazing. It's like a home shower. And it has the, let me just pull over here, the Nautilus shower door, self-cleaning shower door. Now I have 2 cabinets here of storage, and these cabinets are actually designed for hanging clothes. So both of them come standard with a clothes rack. But what I opted to do or requested was shelves for this one. Kind of similar to what I had in the Beyond, where I stored, you know, like toiletries, first aid, medicine, and then down here I've got some more toiletries, and I added lights again to these cabinets. But I kept the bottom cabinet as hanging clothes storage, so I can keep my jackets in here. Also added a light in here, and you can see I've got some supplies for the Lavio as well. This works perfect for a little coat closet. And so back here we have the bedroom area. Do want to point out that this is a larger window. I had requested a larger window, and because of the larger window they lowered the bed about, I think it's about 6 inches. I think previously it was about up to here, and by lowering it, it really opens up the space. I think you can see it's in line with the windows now, so it's not covering the windows in the back. Plus you have this larger window, so on a nice sunny day it lets in some nice light. I mean, it's letting in nice light now. It's just kind of overcast, and of course we know who that is back here. Misty. No, she's gonna ignore me. I did do a little decor. I added a picture here, and then I added a shelf over here for holding my charger, my glasses, you know, just anything I need to set up there at night. So little like a little nightstand. And then I keep my keys up here at night. Now I chose to go with a Truma Aventa AC like I had in the Beyond, because this AC is amazing. If you do not like heat and want to be cold, this is the air conditioner for you. Now the other option would be the Dometic 12 volt. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. The advantage to a 12 volt is battery life. You can boondock. The disadvantage is you're not going to get the same level of cooling that you're going to get with a 12220 volt air conditioner. But it is nice now that they do offer both of these, so you can really, you know, pick the AC that's right for you. Now I want to point out, I'm going to show you here, you see how there's this space here. They were positioning the AC further back here. I requested it to be moved up a little bit so that the air would push out, so the air would push out more towards the front. And so far that seems to be working. I am running the AC right now, so hopefully hopefully the air is not blowing on the mic. But yeah, that definitely made a big difference as far as the way it pushes the air towards the front, because that is the one downside to a front dinette floor plan. And this doesn't matter the brand or, you know, who makes it. It's because you do have you know, two spaces, it's a little more difficult for the air to push forward. So so far this has been working really well. Up here we have the microwave, and it is just a regular microwave, not convection, which is fine. And then the Vitrifigo refrigerator, it is smaller, but so far I've been able to make it work. I really trying to just carry what I need, but I can get quite a bit in here. Like over here is the freezer. I can get quite a bit in there. So far it's working out okay. And I like the fact that it automatically locks itself. Having forgotten to do that in the Beyond and having to clean up eggs off the floor. Trust me, you do that once. This is a Max Air fan, and it's actually, I didn't realize it at first, but it's the I don't know what the model is called, but it's the better one. It's the one that has the built-in cover, so I can have this open when it's raining, and I don't have to add an extra cover. It's pretty cool, and it can reverse, and I do have a remote for it. It's in the back. But yeah, it's the upgraded Max Air. I just don't know what the model number is on it, or model name. And sitting back here, these are the covers that go to the back windows. Those are also standard. I wanted to point that out. I added this little light up here, and I also added one to the front cab area so that when the seats are turned around, I have some more light here. So that's what this is right here. You can just show you. It's a touch. And that way at night, if we're sitting in here, it's not so dark. Now that we've had a tour of the inside, let's take a look at the outside of the van. So another item that is included that I didn't mention earlier is the bug wall. So it has the bug wall on both the slider door and on the rear, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is the ProMaster 159 Extended. Now, one of the options that they offer are the upgraded all-terrain wheels and tires, which I opted for. If we come down the side. Now this is an option that I requested, and that is the solar port for my solar panels. So that's not standard. Of course, I have my doors open, but this is the Rover Van's storage box. bug wall, standard. So I've rolled the bug wall up so you can see the back storage, the garage storage. One thing that they offer is this is a pull-out tray. That's not standard, but it is something you can get. Definitely makes it handy to access everything, and I can get back to Misty's box. I did request a 12 volt plug here. It does come with the 110 outlet, and there's a light here for the storage. And then on this side is your battery. And then this side is water tank is behind here. We have an outside shower with hot water and quick connect. Now the Rover Van storage box is an option that you can get. You can price it out on the website. Sorry for all the dirt, desert, and rain. And then on the side, the other option is the Rover Van's tire and ladder. And then over here we have your freshwater fill, and it is a gravity fill. So you just unlock this, put your hose in, fill your tank. No city hookup on that. And then the 30 amp that I selected or opted for, it's tight, is the, I asked for a smart plug, which is what this is. Otherwise it would just be a normal 30 amp. And then you can see the windows. Now these also were something I requested, which was the tinted windows. It's the same windows that are used on the Plus. I just like the fact that they're tinted. And then you can see here, this is the bigger window that's in the bedroom. Now the bigger window and the lowered bed is going to be standard for 2025. And then of course your gray tank. I swapped out the cover for one with a handle, just easier to open. But that's the outside.